Hello friends, welcome back to Penny Light. Today I am in Pune city. So with my friend, he is Vaibhav Borate. So he has a very huge collection of inks, more than 500 shades of inks with him. So I just want to show all of you what kind of inks he is having, and I also want to know so many things about inks and its characteristics, and what kinds of inks are there in the market, and how they behave, like what shimmer, what sheen, some basic things about the inks which I don't know. Then I will show his collection also.
That's too high. Huge.
So the inks what I'm having, the Waterman brand. This is Leonardo ink, this is Rohinger and Klinger ink. This is Krishna ink, but the series is Mafia series. This is the Noodlers ink. This is the Bay State Blue. This is KWZ ink. This is Lapis Bird ink. This is again the Krishna series, the big bottle which you get. This is your regular Liebert series. This one is Lamy ink. This is the model T52. This is Pelican Elliston ink. This is Private Reserve ink. This is Visconti ink, but this ink has been discontinued after 2009. Then this is Kako ink. This is Pelican. This is Pilot. This is Diamine ink. Here in this is a sample for KWZ ink, and this is a sample for Lapis Bird ink. Then I got Snyder ink over here. This is Schaefer. This is Manuscript ink. This is Colorverse ink. This is MD ink. That's MD paper, and they have come up with the inks also. This is your Pilot Irosuzu. This ink is called as Peninonia. This ink what I'm having is of Likit. This is Chel Park. This is again the premium ink from Krishna. This is Hero ink. This is Kako ink. This is again the ink from Hero. This is Faber-Castell ink. This is Mahjong ink. This is Intello ink, brand from Intello. This is Jinao ink. This is the Beer ink. This is Epitome ink, and this is a shimmer which I use for which I use in inks to get the shimmer inks.
So these are the only brands what you have, but each brand you have multiple shades again, right?
Yes.
Okay. So overall, how many inks you have count if you count approximate count?
Round about the inks, what I would be having would be more than 500 inks in total, like brands whatever I'm having.
Yeah, that's huge. So from how many years you are into this hobby of collecting the inks?
Like I've been collecting the inks for last 4 years. Since COVID I started the hobby. Actually this hobby was right from the third standard since 1983 when I was in third standard. But since in those many years I did not get the time and everything to spend on the hobby, and the COVID was the time where there was lot of time and everything, and there was less work. So this is how the hobby developed for the inks and fountain pens.
So is there any difference between calligraphy inks and regular inks, and can we use both for both the purposes?
Yeah, there is a difference between calligraphy inks and the regular inks. The regular inks are water based or dye based inks, and calligraphy inks are inks which are used by the calligraphers only, and these inks cannot be used in the regular pens or the fountain pens. The reason behind that is that these calligraphy inks are slightly thicker than your regular inks. So the reason is that due to the gum arabic and some other components which are used to make that calligraphy ink thicker, we cannot use it in fountain pens as it clogs the leaves especially. In fountain pen inks, there are few brands where you will find some inks mentioning that it can be used as a dip pen, it can be used as a calligraphy ink, as well as it can be used in fountain pens also.
Can you explain the basic difference between the shade inks, shimmer inks, and regular inks?
The thing what you are seeing here are different kind of inks, from regular to shimmer inks to sheen inks. Like in this paper, what I have explained is, like here if you check, this is Lamy red, but this is your regular ink. Then if you go in for, this is the KWZ ink. In KWZ, this is the Sheen Machine one. Here you will find two different sheets
Okay.
in the Sheen. Or else if you check this also, this is Lamy 2024, this is dark lilac. Here also you will find two sheets of the ink. Second one what I wanted to show is the glitter ink. Like this is one ink, so in this has got a golden glitter in this. If you check, it has got the blue with the golden glitter. This is again the same glittering ink, but this is totally completely golden color ink. And the shading one inks, if you check, like here, like this is for example the Dhumara, these there also you will find two different sheets. Like these type of inks are the shading inks. Or wherever you find this type of sheen where two colors are combined and you get this type of shading, these are sheen inks.
So shading and sheen is only the difference is that sheen will come shiny.
Yeah,
Shade will not have shiny.
shade would also have, but in shading in this sheen inks, if you check the sheen inks, there would be two shades. Like what I showed you, KWZ, this is a Sheen Machine. This is the basic color, but after drying or after you ink is dry or something like that, you will find a different shade, like two-tone shades you can see, double shading. And in the glitter and in the shimmer inks, this is the shade what you get. This is actually the basic is blue, and then there would be particles like gold dust particles or silver dust particles that are mixed with the inks. So here you get shimmer inks. Shimmer inks basically would glitter more as compared to your sheen inks.
So as per my knowledge, inks has only 5 to 6 years of shelf life. So how do you maintain these hundreds of inks to be in a good condition for a long time?
To answer this question, I have taken help of Dr. Sri Kumar sir, who is a manufacturer for the Krishna inks. I had been in touch with him for so many years, and according to his knowledge, the shelf life for the inks is maximum to maximum 3 years. 3 years, there won't be any changes in the ink texture or ink qualities. But after 3 years, like there would be like you can say clogged, you can say crystals would be formed, or there would be a fungus which would be formed on the ink. So according to his advice, what I follow is that he has given me two advices, like either after 3 years, like if there is any problem with the if there is a crystallization or something like that, he told that you can always use distilled water to get rid of the crystals. Second thing, for the fungus, what he told me that use the clove oil, put 1 drop of the clove oil with the help of the syringe in the ink bottle, so there won't be any problem of the fungus in future, and the ink would be maintained for another 3-4 years. Second thing, there is one product which is called as William Arca or round leaf Arca. These you will find it in Ayurvedic stores. This I got it from Kerala. So instead of using clove oil or for the fungus and everything to maintain the ink for many years, you can use 1 drop of that Arca. You have to just put 1 drop of that are in the ink, so that again would continue go through you can say till 3 years, so there won't be any problem.
Which inks do you recommend to use in vintage pens? Any specific inks?
Like you can always go with the brand like Lamy, you can go in for Robert Oyster, or you can even go for Waterman. You can always go in for Pelikan inks, which can be used in vintage pens also.
So this is all my video on ink collection by Mr. Vaibhav. Contact details are given in the description. You can contact if you have any clarifications on the inks. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.